Alright, motherfuckers. I'm tired of this shit. You know what? I was just gonna do a Black Ops 2 commentary. But the console war stuff is out of hand. And what y'all don't realize is that the war is over. The Wii U has reigned supreme. The Wii U is ass. But anyway, you can't argue with some people. No matter what facts you put in front of them, no matter what numbers, statistics, no matter what events, personal experiences they went through or you went through, it's a dead argument. They're going to do what they want to do. Here's my issue with people. Not that they want to get something, but if you're going to get it, even if it's not the best thing, just say, fuck it. I want it. I'm getting it. What's with all the excuses, man? You tell somebody something, that's alright with me. For example, the PlayStation 3 being down for 4 weeks of 2011. That's alright with me. I needed a break from gaming. The Nintendo CEO blaming poor sales on the subpar games that the Wii U puts out. That's alright with me. I love the games they release. The CEO said it. I could put a link in the description. There is no excuses for that. One of the premier people over at Microsoft telling people if their internet is broadband and does not have high speeds, don't even get an Xbox One. Stay on Xbox 360. Not, oh, we're going to try to work on something for you guys to have slower internet. No, but people like, that's alright with me. I got Fios. Guys, stop with the excuses. Just say, this is what I'm doing. Like, it's just like, if you got a favorite sports team, right? Every now and again, your team has a bad season. It happens, right? Okay, but people just try to make excuses for that. Well, you know, we went through injuries and such. Just take a deep breath, say, my team's ass. Because your team was just ass. At the end of the day, there were other people that were put in the place of the person that went down their ass. And that's the bottom line. I mean, I don't get how for everything that we see negative from either of these companies, you got somebody who come up with the excuses, saying that it's okay because they don't have that problem. You don't have that problem, but the company needs to be thinking about the masses. They're not doing that. For example, again, Microsoft said that Xbox One will only be releasing in 21 countries. Google how many countries there are in the world. The answer I found was 196, give or take a couple of countries. It's different, but let's say well over 150. Well, the majority of y'all can fuck off because Microsoft One will not be releasing in your country on release date. That's alright with me. I'm in the Americas. No, it's not alright. They don't care. Again, out of the three companies, at the end of the day, I don't care. You know why? Because even Nintendo wants revenue from YouTubers for uploading their games. YouTube makes your game popular. If the game's not popular on YouTube, for the most part, not all, but the majority of games, especially if they're new, they're not going to be popular in stores. Now, somebody's going to pull out an example and put in the comment section. You might be right, but the majority of the time, it's not popular on YouTube. So Nintendo just took a whole free advertisement away from their whole campaign with that move. That's alright with me. No! No! It's just, I mean, I'm done arguing with cats. Like, you can't, you know. And again, I don't have an issue with people who just say, I want to get it because XYZ. I'm a fan. I like to collect things. Get it. For example, Jordans. J's. I used to be a big sneakerhead. Like, you know, I would spend stupid amounts of money on a pair of shoes. And you know what I would say? Because I want to get them. But no. You know, I didn't say, oh, well, these are exclusives, and they, you know, these ain't the OGs, well, these are originals, and then this stock condition. Because at the end of the day, I was getting them just because I wanted them. I wasn't making excuses for Jordan's, you know, shoe prices for the online, you know, some of the prices to be $300. There's no excuse for that shit. That's just, it is what it is. But look at the comment section. Oh my God. You're going to all see Xbox One rules. If it rules, it rules. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But most likely, with the way it's looking, I mean, I can't support somebody who just has no regard for me. And that's what it is. I have a 360. I'm keeping my 360. And you know why? Because I want to play Titanfall. So this 360 is staying right here. Because I was going to trade it in around the time when the new consoles come out so I can get a new one. I never completely rule Xbox One out. But until they do something to adjust their policy in a way that's fair to us, I'm not paying for that. But I can understand how somebody that's really a fan, if that was your first console, would want to get that because they feel like they're loyal to the company. That's cool, but the company's not loyal to you. Period. And again, PlayStation dropped the ball. You know why? Because they completely John Lewd themselves. They didn't appreciate us. That's why they spent the whole generation laying down, taking in their ass. You know, they did little stuff. You know, you have a competitor company and Microsoft that releases a console around the same time just before you do. You make yours $200 more than theirs. Good job. A lot of people can't afford $600 to buy a new console. And God forbid you actually had the money. Then you gotta get a spirit controller. You gotta get goddamn games. You gotta get all this shit. When it's all said and done, you spent $1 million at GameStop messing around with the first PlayStation 3. So, just on the fact that it was cheaper, people went with Microsoft. You know why? Because PlayStation, they made a bad mistake. Period. I'm not gonna make an excuse for that. Nobody else should. You know what I mean? Oh, it had Blu-ray. Fuck up, man. How many people use a PlayStation for Blu-ray for real? Well, I do. Well, you buy your damn self. Put your hand down, son. This is turned into a rant. You know, it's beautiful. I think I need to do more rants about games. Some of the rants can be positive and whatnot. But yeah, so, and then a lot of people are forgetting that a lot of people that are on Xbox right now came from PS2. Because Xbox was better for this generation for the online gaming. Somebody will come with the excuses talking about PlayStation. It's better for online. No, it's not. I love PlayStation. But let's be real. It takes 3 minutes if you want to check a message if you're in the middle of the game. Ain't no excuse for that shit. Well, it's alright with me. It was free. Fuck it. They should have been charging from the beginning and improved the service. That's how I felt the whole entire time. How you got friend requests and messages in the same goddamn box? Again, unless God forbid you go to delete a friend request while you're gaming, you might die on Call of Duty 8 times before the game actually resumes because that's how long it takes. The online is garbage. Hence why so many people on YouTube are on the 360 to begin with. It is easier to interact and play with your friends and subscribers on 360. You ain't got to add people. You can cross-game chat and talk to people that's not playing that game. It's just better for what this generation became. Period. I'm not going to make no excuse for PlayStation. You know what I mean? It is what it is. PC, I'm ignorant. I don't know shit about the PC, which is why I'm not going to say anything about the PC. But again, somebody's going to come here, going to make excuses. You know what I mean? Just call a spade a spade. I'm getting it. This is what I want. Fuck it. Like, you can't debate that. But they're trying to debate with you about why it's appropriate and okay because they don't have those problems. You know what I mean? And what we're all forgetting at the end of the day, in closing, Brandon. Hold on. Let's see. There's some water in there. But in closing, it's important that there's always multiple people that can actually compete with each other. You know what I mean? Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony right now. No, Wii U, you over here, bruh. You know what I mean? We'll get you. You on tag team, but you might not never get it. But, you know, even down to Sony and Microsoft, that's competition. Each company trying to push each other to get to the next level. So whether or not the Xbox One's entertainment side is going to be huge for gaming, we don't know. But that's good that they're trying to do stuff. See, you don't get this shit with, like, Madden and Call of Duty. You know why? Because there is nobody. So they can do whatever the hell they want. And that's the problem, is that we forget if you allow a company to do that, there might come a time when they don't have competition. And then they can do whatever they want to do. And we forget that. I would love for there to be another shooter. I would love for there to be another football game. And another basketball game as far as 2K goes. Everybody needs competition. But I'm mad at this bitch. Let the excuses come, man.
Chase money.